In the quiet town of Brooksville, nestled deep in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, there stood an old mansion that had been abandoned for decades. The locals spoke of it only in hushed whispers, for they knew of the horrors that had befallen the mansion and its unfortunate inhabitants. The mansion, a sprawling Victorian-era relic, was built in the late 1800s by the wealthy Van Derwood family. They were known for their eccentricities and their obsession with the occult. Rumors swirled that they had conducted dark rituals within the mansion's walls, seeking power beyond mortal comprehension. The Van Derwood family's prosperity eventually dwindled, and the mansion was left to rot. It stood as a menacing silhouette against the moonlit nights, its once grand facade now peeling and decayed. In the summer of 1955, a family of four, the Thompsons, moved to Brooksville in search of a fresh start. Ignorant of the mansion's dark history, they decided to make it their new home. The townsfolk tried to warn them, but the Thompsons brushed aside the tales of haunting, thinking them nothing more than local superstition. For the first few weeks, life in the mansion was peaceful. The family began to restore the mansion to its former glory, and they were hopeful about the future. However, as the days turned to weeks, strange things began to happen. At first, it was subtle: flickering lights, chilling drafts, and inexplicable whispers in the dead of night. Mr. Thompson, a rational man, tried to dismiss these occurrences as mere tricks of the imagination. But as the days passed, the paranormal activity intensified. One evening, Mrs. Thompson was in the kitchen when she heard the piano in the grand hall start to play by itself. She rushed to investigate but found no one there. The piano keys continued to dance in eerie harmony, creating a haunting melody that sent shivers down her spine. Their children, Emily and Michael, began to see shadowy figures lurking in the hallways. Emily claimed to have spoken to a ghostly child her age, who beckoned her to play in the attic. Michael, too frightened to enter the attic, refused to speak of what he had witnessed. As the weeks turned into months, the Thompsons' sanity began to unravel. Sleepless nights and unexplainable horrors tormented them. They grew gaunt and pale, their once hopeful eyes now filled with terror. The townspeople, who had warned the Thompsons, watched in sorrow as the family's descent into madness continued. They decided to intervene, bringing in a local priest to perform an exorcism on the mansion. As the priest chanted incantations, the mansion seemed to come alive with malevolent energy. Doors slammed shut, furniture toppled over, and the very walls seemed to pulse with dark energy. But the priest pressed on, determined to rid the mansion of its evil. In a final, bone-chilling moment, a blood-curdling scream echoed through the mansion as an otherworldly force seemed to pull the Thompsons into the very walls themselves. The priest was thrown back, unconscious, as the mansion fell silent once more. The Thompsons were never seen again, and the mansion remained abandoned, a cursed relic of Brooksville's dark past. To this day, the locals avoid the mansion, and its chilling story serves as a warning to those who dare to tread where the living and the dead converge. The Haunting of Brooksville Mansion.